Hey, we're back again. You haven't had enough yet. You're going to get more to come. More to come. Number 38. 38. Let's open the gate.
Okay.
So, I've been thinking about something.
Okay.
And I'm just going to throw this at you.
Okay.
A little curve, maybe not. Maybe a fastball. You're 80.
That's right.
I'm 70.
Yeah.
Okay. We have our families.
Uh-huh.
We have our relationships. We have our history.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Personally, and I asked this of a friend of mine who's my age, a couple years older, but generally, about relevancy. I don't necessarily think I'm as relevant as I once was. And he said, "Oh no, they didn't feel that way at all." So I just sort of dropped it. But
why do you feel that way?
well, I just don't think. I think it's and I don't think it's a bad thing, because I think it's part of the process where I could step aside and let the younger generation come up, do their thing. Maybe I can guide.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah. Okay.
How many grandkids do you have?
5 grandkids.
And what do they call you?
Papa. Well, I'm relevant, maybe to them.
Okay, you're relevant because you have them in your life.
Okay.
Okay, and what you have to do is, and you're the backup educator for those children.
Okay.
You know
I don't disagree with that.
Okay.
And in that sense, there is some relevancy.
So you are relevant. It's just the fact that I wake up in the morning, I have a phone list of cousins I call.
Right.
Okay, and we talk. Mm-hmm. There's some cousins I don't talk to because they're full of shit. Okay, they play games. I don't have time for that. But we talk about life and how we can help each other. Okay, you got what I'm saying? I'm in a unique situation. I am an only child, but I'm the first grandchild, and I'm the eldest of a clan. Okay?
There's some good spots.
Okay, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I didn't choose to be the guy,
right?
But I am the guy, and the people who are interested in learning and gaining knowledge call me, and we talk. The ones that are full of bullshit, I don't talk to them. Okay? So at 80 years old, yes, and I have 3 daughters and a son, I'm relevant. Okay? I have a granddaughter. Okay? And what I've learned, and this is what one time my aunt told me. One time I said to my aunt, I said, "Geez, I'd like to move my father down to live with me." And she said, "Alton, is that what you want to do, or is that what Willie wants to do?" I said, "That's what I want, but suppose Willie doesn't want that." You see what I'm talking about?
So what was your reaction to that?
I said, "Wow, that means that I can't control anybody else's life. I have to let, no matter what it is, if he's grown, I have to let, like my son, he lives out on 17th and Harbor. Right. That's what he chooses to do, right. And that's what he chooses to do. Right. If he calls for help, I help him out the best I can. Mm-hmm. But I can't talk him out of living on 17th and Harbor, homeless, and doing what he does. Mm-hmm. That's him. If he wakes up and says, 'Geez, I want some help. I don't want to do this anymore,' then okay. Mm-hmm. But everybody chooses what they need to be, and they create their own relevancy."
Well, see, if you had gone to your dad and said, "I want you to move in with me, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts. This is what you're going to do."
No, I can't do that because he's a grown man.
But I'm saying, had you done that, hypothetically, had you done that, he could have said, "No, I'm not." Then he could say, "No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay where I'm at." Or he could say, "Okay, you're probably right."
I had enough awareness to understand what my aunt told me not to ask him to.
But you were going to do it, and that maybe, in your eyes, made him less relevant because he wasn't going to make the decision. You were making the decision for him.
No. I know what he would have told me. He told me to kiss my ass.
Yeah, okay. So you never were going to do it anyway.
But I was thinking about doing it because he had cancer and stuff like that.
Right.
But he chose, and every man chooses how he wants to die.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And every man chooses that.
Right.
And he chose the way he did, and I had to accept it with a phone call conversation. You got to remember, in my adult life, I only saw my father, I think, 4 or 5 times. Because what he was doing, he was doing him.
You've told me that before,
And my mother was doing her.
Yeah.
Okay? They were doing each other. They were the kind of people who were living their lives. I was just a byproduct. I was an afterthought. After I got grown, I was an afterthought.
Yeah.
Okay? I was living my life.
Well, that's what made you so independent, right?
Yeah. My parents made me independent my mother made me independent when I was 7 years old.
7 years old, yeah.
I used to catch the bus from 33rd and Imperial, go all the way downtown, go to the Fox Theater, and then go over to San Diego Zoo. Okay? But
well, back to the grandkids. So so you were using that as an example, and in a sense, yeah, I'm relevant to them because of the role that I play in help support their parents,
and they respect you,
right? But they're not my kids. That's the part about there isn't that relevancy. I still have to take, no matter what, even if I think I know what's best for them, and maybe
you can't make that decision.
I can't make that decision.
Yeah.
So I, in that case, am less relevant to them.
No. It's not that you're less relevant. It's that you're aware of what ground you stand on.
Yeah.
As a grandfather.
Right. Which I have to remind myself, because sometimes they aren't my kids.
You're reinforcing what their parents are doing.
Attempting to, yeah.
Yeah, and that's okay. Okay? As long as you're attempting to do it, but not override what the parents are doing.
No, bottom line is that's what I have to allow that to happen.
But you have to accept that. Okay? Because Larry, I think both of us, we want to ride up and say, you're doing it wrong, you're doing it this way, you can't do it.
Well, even like our own kids, like your girls, did you reach a point at some point? Can you recognize the point that you became less?
When they turned 18 and when they went to college, they were on their own.
Yeah.
So what I learned, what you learned between your daughter and your son,
right? What
did you learn about them? They went out and they paid attention to what you and your wife taught them. You got what I'm saying? Okay, and they went to work. They went to college. They went to work. They got their own business. And one's a psych. Okay, but they watched. You modeled the correct way to go.
Well, yeah, maybe you were more relevant then than you are now. I guess
you're still
less relevant. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm not relevant.
You're the one that's saying. You're the one that's saying the less or most. No, but you are relevant. Period. You are relevant because you're breathing.
Because I'm breathing?
You're breathing.
I'm breathing?
You're breathing, and you have the ability to interact with your grandchildren as well as your children.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying you can't interact with them. But
and that makes you relevant.
Okay.
That makes you relevant. And when the time becomes critical, don't they come and ask you a question about what should I do? That makes you relevant. Okay? Because when you're not relevant, when you're in the Kool-Aid, that's when you become irrelevant.
How's that? Explain that.
Because you're not letting them go about hard knocks and falling down and scraping. Everybody has to go through the hard knocks, and then they'll come back and say, "Oh, geez, Dad, guess what happened? I had to go this way." And you'll say, "Oh, yeah, okay." Okay.
All right. Well, then that was, but so kind of on the same subject or same vein. We looked at some of the things that are important topics of 2024, for example, year. So a lot of it is workplace happiness. I think that was one of the ones that was. So where do you think people are with that? Well, different than our generation, for example.
Well, they don't have to go into the office. Well, they can stay home.
Well, regardless of the logistics, but what about just general satisfaction in the sense of the world of work, that they find value in working?
The work.
Do people today find value in work?
The workplace has changed since you and I was
How?
in it. The ability to shorten the day and not, or in education, you got to go to work every day. But other fields, they have the ability to work from home, and the option to work from home so many days, and go into the office so many days.
Right.
So they have that ability. My daughter, my youngest daughter, that's what she does.
And that's definitely different than it was.
Yeah, but she does. The one thing I can say about it, when she comes out here, she goes to work, and she'll sit up and say, "Daddy, I'll call you later on because I'm at 6:00. She's going to work in Texas time."
Right.
Yeah.
So again, the logistics, the actual work day, if you will, is definitely different.
Right.
But what's similar in our generation when we worked and the generations of today that are working? What's different? As far as again, the workplace happiness idea, or the value of the job.
They have the option to work from home, or they can work 12 hours and be off 3 days and work 4 days and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's still not what I'm wondering about. Because like we got paid well.
Mm-hmm.
There's no good denying that. We got paid well. But we've talked often about the work that we did,
right.
How we helped students get their high school diploma, graduate, find themselves, help them grow and build and help them up educationally. And so we found a value in that. We found a joy in that.
Right.
Do people of today, when they work, do they look at their work and are they proud of it? Do they feel like it's benefiting?
Well, let's say careers instead of work.
Okay.
Because
right.
people are working but not having careers. You get what I'm saying? Now, I think when you have a career, so you feel a whole lot different than you do to have a job.
Correct.
Okay, a lot of people have jobs so they can get into a career.
Right.
Okay, and it doesn't, whatever that is.
So a job is a paycheck, but a career's got a paycheck in it, but it's more than a paycheck.
You put yourself into the career.
So is there a discrepancy between the number of people today that have jobs and people that have careers, or people that have jobs trying to get careers?
You know what else you got? You got the podcast and the TikTok.
Influencers.
Influencers. People are making money being influencers, but that's not so much a job, but if they're good at it, it's their career. If you're good at it, okay. But and everybody can't do it.
Well,
they got this guy who's making $30-some million, and he's on podcast, and he doesn't say a word. He doesn't say a word, but he has some like 10 or 15 million followers. Can you believe that? And all he does is he's like a pantomime, and he reenacts things in life, but without saying a word. Think about that.
So that means that the consumer, the person that are buying this, paying for this, so the consumers have changed then.
That's right. That's right.
What people value is what's worth.
The things that we took for granted as
staples.
No, as not relevant. Mm-hmm. Now today is relevant because the masses are seeing it and they're making a choice on the different. It's just like in the old days in the gladiator arena. Is it thumbs up?
Okay.
A thumbs down.
Right.
Okay. Like this lady, I see her and she calls as a black lady, and she's eating food. She's mukbang, and she's eating food, and she's it's gross because she's smacking her lips and like that. Okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, and every time I see him, I just turn. I mean, he comes on, and I just don't do it. But there's a whole lot of things people are doing that are educational. Okay, like a lot of people do the cosmetic tutorials, how to dress, and all those kind of things on the YouTube.
And there's a niche for that.
There's a whole bunch of people that's
and that's certainly different than when we worked, right? So there's the whole thing of producing a product or producing a service,
right? And these people are producing a product and a service. Gotcha. Okay, they're servicing the people that want to see them, but they have a product that they're pumping. Okay, as merch.
So are people more gullible about being influenced, like influencers?
Well,
I mean, people accept that, they buy that.
Okay, in today's world, how many people do you really see go 9 to 5 to work?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's a lot less than when it was.
Okay. Elijah goes. He doesn't go 9 to 5 to work. He has a variety of little jobs he does. Yeah. Okay. And what by being an influencer, would you agree, Elijah, by being a person that is not on the mainstream, they have more personal time for themselves? See, they're not punching the clock. See, Elijah, you go to work when you want to go to work, right? You see what I'm saying? When he wants to go to work, he goes to work. See, before we went to work because we had to go to work at a certain time. There was no flexibility.
Right. We had to not necessarily punch a clock, but we had
to go to work Monday,
day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out.
And now, if Elijah doesn't want to go to work for 3 days, you don't have to go to work for 3 days. Is that right or wrong? You see what I'm saying?
And is there a huge percentage of people doing it?
Yes.
How many would you say?
Oh, geez, the generation that Elijah's age. Okay, the age range.
Right.
18 to 40.
Okay. Yeah, let's use 18 to 40.
Okay, 18 to 40. That's a big age range.
Yeah, so what percentage of workers?
Okay, think about
doing what you just
think
described.
about somebody is doing something on their own free time, and the time that they earn money is maybe 2 hours out of the day doing this to make money. The rest of the time they got free. 22 hours out of 24.
And that's because they only want to work 2 hours?
Yeah,
that's all they need.
That's all they want, or that's all they need.
And so more time to do...
whatever they want to do. Lay up, smoke weed, go to Yosemite, you know what I'm saying?
So it's definitely changed.
Okay, we're more of a leisure society now than we used to be.
And that's why I think employers do say they can't find people who want to come to work.
Okay.
And they're opening their store from 9 to 10.
Okay, why would you, if you're in that group of people, why would you go to work to have somebody tell you what to do? Okay? You get what I'm saying? When you can tell yourself what to do and make your own money. Because you always hear folks saying, I don't want nobody to tell me what to do.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Yeah, how many times you heard that?
A lot.
Okay? And these people right here, Elijah, who tells you what to do? Elijah, right?
Elijah does.
Okay, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
When Elijah, if he wants to work 24 hours, he works 24 hours. Makes his money and go and buy his business. Mm-hmm. If he only want to work 8 hours, then he works 8 hours. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. See, like right now, we're retired. How many hours do we work?
Well, we don't, yeah, right.
You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's what a lot of people, when you really look at it, that's what they are, retired.
At 25?
At 25, they're retired, okay? But they forget that you're going to be living a lot longer than that.
So, okay, are they satisfied with that?
Well, the ones that make money are.
Is it just the money that makes them satisfied? Or do they feel like, hey, I could do more, or, I'm worth more? Or
I think unless they get into a career where they can earn the money.
What are the careers? What are careers?
Man, music,
Healthcare,
all the usual suspects. But you got to get an education for it. You just can't. And see, this is the crux. Is that the people that are educated are the people that have a better quality of life. The people that are not educated don't have the kind of quality of life that we have, and that's kind of.
So education is the key.
Yeah, hell yeah. No matter which way.
What does education do to provide that?
Okay. Education gives us an opportunity to find a career so that we can make the kind of money.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yes.
But that's old thinking.
No, if the people have on podcast, TikTok, or whatever they do, they morph into other things. You see, they have more than one stream.
They're not satisfied with just
no. It's not.
One,
it's not the matter of being satisfied. It's a matter that what they're doing takes them into other areas. You got what I'm saying?
Well, hopefully that would be the key, right? It's like even your career helps you. You build on that career, and you try to be innovative and create other.
You have to be able to create other life streams.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Say for instance, a guy's a realtor. Okay, and he has a podcast, and he has a da. Okay, his podcast can help his real estate business. His real estate business can help his podcast business.
So that's a form of thinking, processing.
Yes. You have to see the people that make the money sit down and they process and they figure out what it is that they're going to do to earn that money, and then also when they start earning that money, what else can they be able to do? You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, because in today's world, it's a free for all. Whatever you can make money walking down the street, clapping your heels, somebody taking a picture of you on a live stream. Am I right or wrong? Elijah, shake your head, yes or no. Okay, yeah. How to eat a pizza? Okay, how do you eat a pizza? Or how do you eat a bowl of ice cream? Or how do you put on makeup? Okay?
Well, that's the thing too about like my kids' generation. They don't know how to do something. They Google, they YouTube it.
Yeah, YouTube.
It's like I watch YouTube. I can't get that. I got to figure it out on my own. I can't. But that's
okay. But
so those people, you can turn to those people are making those YouTubes.
We come from another generation where we have general knowledge. We have a general knowledge of everything that is in our environment.
Right.
You got me? These young people don't have a general knowledge. They never had to do a plumber. They never had to do a garbage disposal. You got what I'm saying? Because they never had a house.
Yeah.
Okay. You got what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of these guys don't even know how to tie shoes.
Did you know that there were in Nevada during the election where you have to sign your ballot, and they had to throw a bunch of them out because people couldn't sign their names. These are college people. These are young people. Some of them in college, but they couldn't do a signature. They could print. The print didn't work. You had to write your signature. Draw your signature.
They weren't taught that.
That just blew me away. But
no, but that's what. Think about it. The generation things when the computer came in, it went fast forward to that. But instead of going by incremental to get to that, they went from here to there. But all that stuff in between, they didn't learn. Okay? So okay. I don't need Google because why? I have universal knowledge.
Yeah.
I read books back in the day.
Yeah.
Ask me a question.
Yeah. No, I know you're well.
You see what I'm saying? Because I did a lot of reading. Yeah. And that's what reading did for me. Right. And a lot of people don't read anymore. I listen to the audio books because I can't see. Okay, but if I want to get the night before Christmas and stuff like that. That. But the computer has been a tool and a hindrance for young folks.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Because instead of thinking for themselves and find out information for themselves, they go the shortcut.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, that was that. So it started off with relevancy, and I guess my understanding of that is that I don't necessarily understand these generations, their work, but I don't either. But that's what you have.
I don't either. My children. My children. I just listen to them, and I say, we're talking. Sometimes we're talking, we're saying the same thing, but we're using different words.
Semantics, language, the words. The words come out, but the understanding, not necessarily.
I understand exactly what they're talking about.
Do you hear me, or do you understand me?
And they say, Dad. And I said, I understand what you're saying, but see, you don't have the history to understand what I'm saying.
That's the part, I guess, where I think, back to what I originally brought up, is I know I have experience. I know I have, I've learned from my mistakes, and so I know I have some relevancy, but I don't feel like my kids necessarily think.
Okay, but you got to remember.
I think they think I don't know anything.
What they're learning, you already know.
Yeah. But
the words that they're using is not the words that we use for the same information.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. Well, that's sort of...
You got what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay?
I get it.
Okay. How are you grandkids? 10, 12 years old?
210, 207.
And they're computer literate, right?
Pretty much.
Okay. So, but see, that's in the computer thing, everything is shorthand.
Yeah.
Okay. The things have gotten shorthand. They're talking in shorthand. We're talking in longhand.
Yeah.
That's basically what's happening.
Yeah. Right.
Okay?
Right. And I think we're regarded as being slower in our thinking because we're going in the longhand.
Yeah.
But maybe we're
and everything they see in that generation 18, they want it now.
Oh, right.
They want the answer now.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
And what are they gonna do with it? And they have to keep on Googling it because they don't remember it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, we had that was pretty spirited.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There was some good
well,
stuff.
Larry, let me tell you what, you're relevant, okay, Larry?
As long as I know where Alberto's is and I can bring tacos in, I'm relevant. All right. Keep those tacos coming. Anyway, it was a great day, great time.
Good time.
Good to be back at it. I know Elijah's going to drop those, and we're going to get some people to subscribe, and we're going to keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. All right.
Peace out.
Peace out. Those of you that are out there listening, subscribe to our page so that you can get the notifications of when we're going to record again.